to it, make sure you don't get jammed up without health insurance in a developing country. This video is brought to you by Safety Wing. What's up, guys? I'm in Mysore, India. I'm chilling with this cow here. If this cow were to give me mad cow disease, I would want to have health insurance. And if you're going to live as an expat, you're going to want to have health insurance too. He's either biting me or licking me. He's licking me. Aw, hello.
It's so cute.
See, if I get sick from touching this cow, I want to have health insurance, right? So Safety Wing is a good health insurance for people like me who travel around the world and live in interesting places. I'm covered. If I get sick in India, at least I got health insurance. Safety Wing is designed for people who move around and who travel, so it's the perfect health insurance for people who live our kind of lifestyle. So they moved us to this other boat, and they're going to be taking us all around the bay in this, they're calling it a day boat. So we'll see what's up. Yeah, I have an idea where we are.
You have an idea, yeah, because it's in Vietnamese.
Are we going towards Cat Ba?
No, we are not.
Or Lan Ha?
No, we are not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only place I've been before. It was in Lan Ha.
Lan Ha, so just next to.
I fly to Hai Phong ferry to Cat Ba, go to port, hire boat, go Lan Ha.
Yeah.
But during the pandemic.
Ah.
Yeah, so there was nobody here but us.
Right.
Yeah, Hai Noi on the whole boat.
It's like at that time, not many people were hanging out.
No, there was nobody. And
we are like already in Vietnam.
Yeah.
It was
So
Ray
we
Kwa,
can go, but I think if you're not in Vietnam, you can't go.
You can go.
Yeah.
You can go in. But
Well,
after I think quarantine,
yeah, that's
14
how.
days or something like that. and
Towards
then
the end, it was more town.
Yeah.
One month.
But in the beginning, you know,
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Where are
So
we?
where are we?
I don't know.
Same year as our president Ho Chi Minh passed away, 1969.
Oh,
Yeah, so easy to
okay.
remember. So this is, as you see, the biggest island around the area named Cat Ba, have national park. A lot of things to do in Cat Ba, you as your experience,
I've been
right?
there, yeah.
It's beautiful.
So it's also have national park here and big population that live around the area. You also can go by boat to discover the village or the farm. People have agriculture farm the area. Kayaking, swimming at the beach. Just have 3 big beach, yeah, and also have Monkey Island, interesting too.
Are we going there?
No, we are not.
Okay.
Yeah, we only have ticket to cruising in Ha Long Bay only.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and Ha Long Bay is a bit like in the nature World Heritage Site, so it's a bit busy. I think it's very popular, so everyone wants to see it,
Yeah,
and they come a
beautiful.
lot in Ha Long Bay. And Ha Long Bay is quite close to the mainland, so a lot of people take a day trip. Just about 6 hour or 8 hour cruising in a bay here, so it's getting busier at the point that you are visiting.
Right.
Yeah, and Bai To Long Bay, the area far from the mainland, you have to chance to cruise. Also the same start, same point. You cruising through the island. You go to enjoy fishing village and move here to stay overnight. In the morning you move here to enjoy the cave, and 3 days 2 nights same activities as us, and they're cruising back in the mainland and subway.
So we're going to be here tonight?
No, this is belong to Bai To Long. You are just itinerary of you just belong to Ha Long Bay only. You are
I
not
see.
booked for Bai To Long Bay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's next time if you come back here to see Ha Long, come back here in Vietnam, you can look for Bai To Long Bay. It's quite nice scenery to enjoy it. But if you want to do more activities to do, so Ha Long Bay busy, but it's more things to do comparing Bai To Long Bay.
It's like more quiet.
More quiet. This is more quiet part. 600, almost 600 cruises, but around 11 or 12 cruises cruising in Bai To Long Bay is not many at all.
Okay.
Yeah. From the mainland coming here, it take about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, but from here to Ha Long, it's just 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Right.
So this is like
Way
short
closer.
time. Yeah, yeah, right. So if your friends or somebody asks for the quiet area, tourists never like the touristic area, right?
Right, the tourists don't like it. We don't want to be tourists, but not where it's crowded, right?
So yeah, you can recommend for them in Bai To Long Bay. So, but if somebody like young generations, if somebody want to do like modern boat, very big one, new, and Lan Ha Bay will be good for it. Party boat, and how can I say, water slide
Oh.
or jump off on the roof.
Right.
So Lan
Oh, that's not for me. So like daring.
Yeah,
super daring.
Very
adventurous.
Yeah.
All right, so the lady who runs this day boat, very nice. She speaks a number of languages. Also, we were talking about languages for a while. Again, really good staff here at this Athena cruise. Like, the staff are solid. The food is pretty solid too. It's just yesterday it was a fucking mess, man. And I guess it's always how it is in Vietnam. Logistics are kind of fucked here, but it was like extra special on like no sleep and having to get up at like 7 in the morning and getting rushed around to pearl farms and stuff. So yeah, that was a bad look. It soured the whole first day, but today's been a little bit more chill, and I can kind of, you know, I could kind of start to relax a little bit. But yeah, I don't know what we're getting into today, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty good day. So you guys are in for something interesting, I'm sure.
All right, guys. So it looks like they are drilling for oil in Long Bay. That's what it looks like.
Here, that's like a hydraulic, some kind of a hydraulic.
It's drilling, right?
Yeah, they're drilling for
they're
something.
drilling,
I don't know if it's
right?
natural gas or oil, but
Hi, this
crazy to
is so
see.
beautiful in Halong Bay. Just kind of drifting along here, very serene, very beautiful.
Nice breeze.
Halong Bay is considered a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's just gorgeous. It's like something I've never seen before. The green, emerald green water and the limestone rock formations, it's just so peaceful. I love North Vietnam, Hanoi, Halong Bay. What a beautiful place to be. There's so many different islands. We just found out there's 1,969 islands in this whole area here. Halong Bay is more touristy, a lot of cruise boats, but then there's other islands that are less busy. But today we're going to be docking in a little while and swimming and kayaking, and should be a really fun day.
yeah, it's either oil or gas, but I'm guessing it's
Oh,
oil.
or gas.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure, but I'm
This
guessing
looks
it's
crazy.
oil. See how Tan Binh,
Yeah,
like it's
Tan Binh.
like in Saigon.
Old Babon, High Phong.
Oh, Babon, High Phong.
Oh no, I don't think that one's drilling. Maybe it's that one over there.
Side shot here.
It's interesting.
So you could definitely do far worse than a few days out here. I mean, it is really, really a unique spot in the world, let alone in Southeast Asia. Halong Bay is incredible, and you definitely should come and see it. And there's a whole interconnecting bay system as well as Cat Ba Island. So there are other bays that you can go to that are less traveled than Halong. Lan Ha is less traveled. I believe it's like Bai Tu Long, also less traveled. You may have to travel a little bit further, and there may be less activities to do, but you can still kind of get away from these crowds and get away from, you know, just the mob of tourists that were here yesterday. As far as like this provider, you know, mixed feelings. There's things about it that are good. The staff is really exceptional. The food is good. You know, it's pretty good. But some things are a little bit fucky. But I mean, it's Vietnam, guys. So like, even 4-star, 5-star. I mean, it's Vietnam, right? So like, I get super mad when they wake me up crazy early, and then I'm on some fucking bus for 4 hours as the guy, like, trying to, you know, pressure sail us shit, you know. So like, I've been here a long time. I kind of know to expect this stuff, but it still gets annoying when you're on no sleep, you know. So like, there are things that are kind of whack about this company, but the company is okay, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say like that I would necessarily want to do this again.
This is probably the best part, this boat right now.
But right now,
Because
yeah.
we're going out and we're actually going through the bay. So the main boat, you don't actually go anywhere. You just sleep on it, and it kind of rotates, so you'll get different angles of the bay, which is kind of what we did last time. But we didn't do this. This is like going through. We're getting a bunch of different cool shots here.
This is what
We're
I
going
wanted.
all around Halong Bay, basically. We're not just staying in one spot and the boat is rotating, and then sometimes they take you out in a kayak. You know what I mean? Like, we're actually going in and exploring Halong Bay.
This
Very
is
interesting. We saw some drilling just before.
this is what I wanted yesterday. This would have been a way better way to start off the cruise. The rushing around, the fucking line ride, standing on line for an hour or so just to walk through a cave. It's just shit that I don't know. Like if I was,
especially when we woke up at 5 a.m. Like, why do you want to hike in a cave after you woke up at 5 a.m.? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you want to plan an activity that's a little bit more relaxing for the first day, and then the second day maybe? You know, I don't know.
We did wake up at 5 a.m. I thought we woke up at like 7, but no, I mean, she's right. I remember. Yeah. And then on top of it being a van for 4 hours, you can't take a piss. Like, I think, to be honest, guys, like the way to go about this, like if you got to be a little bit independent. Like if you're trying to travel in a tour group, this is kind of how it's going to be. But like what I would suggest you do is you would fly, if you're a tourist, you would fly into Halong City or into Haiphong. That you can get boats from either of the ports, you know, in Halong or in Haiphong that go out here. There are different tour groups based in different ones. Like you can book whatever tour, figure out where they're based, fly into Hanoi or fly into Haiphong or fly into Halong City directly, and then you could just go right to the port yourself, or you could just go to Hanoi and you could use like a private transfer, like a car or a Grab. And I'm sure you can get out here on a Grab. I go from Saigon to Vung Tau on Grab, so I'm sure you can. What I would suggest is you just get yourself to the port however you plan to do that, right? I don't know if Halong City has an airport, but I'm positive Haiphong has an airport. And I've flown into it, actually. I transferred in Saigon. So I would just say whatever means you're going to use to get yourself to the port, I would find out what time the thing's leaving, and I would just get to the port myself, because that bus ride really made me hate this company. And now I'm starting to be on their boat and see like the quality is like nice, the staff are good, but because of that, just like, yeah, they really,
that driver really messed everything up for us for our vacation, you know. It really soured it. He went to 2 different ports. He dropped some people off at the wrong port, you know, just like, I don't know, incompetent kind of. You can tell because the cruise ships are calling the passenger like, where are you? Are you coming? And then they're trying to give it to the guy because the person on the phone is speaking Vietnamese. They don't understand really. So they're trying to give it to the driver, and there's like 2 or 3 of them trying to hand them their phone. It was really bad, really like unprofessional.
and you know, that is the thing. Like we've been here a while, so we know how it is Vietnam style, but it's expensive. Like, you know, like we paid a lot of money for this because, you know, Aunt Renata's only here for a minute, and like, you know, because of this guy jerking us around, fucked up our whole day, fucked up our energy, started off with like a negative attitude about the whole experience, like dehydrated, tired.
Also, didn't it take like 1 hour extra? We were supposed to take 3 hours, and we got there in 4 hours.
Yeah, so everything was rushed once we got here. Like, we're just rushing. Man, I'm not trying to do all that.
So we were supposed to arrive at 11, but actually we arrived at 12. We arrived at lunchtime.
All right, we got some coffee with some fresh milk, Vietnamese style, of course. So
Cafe Sua Doi, it's called.
Cafe Sua Doi. Sua Doi just means fresh milk.
I said it to the waiter, but he didn't understand.
And this is going to be like pure Arabica or Robusta, guys. So it's going to be like high octane. Just 1 cup is going to be like all I need for the day. Like, I had an espresso this morning, and I guarantee you this will be stronger. But yeah, like, it's these little things that like fuck up reputations, to be honest, because like the company and the provider, they're giving a good service here. Like, this place is pretty nice, and again, the staff are fantastic, but
this is the best part.
Because they fucked us around so much, I showed up all dehydrated, stressed out, pissed off, and it's like, you know, I don't know, it's not really a great way to start, but it's hard because they also, you know, I mean, they got to have these drivers, and you know, everybody's got a little side hustle, and, you know, take the foreigner to the Pearl Farm shit. I get it. I've been out here for a minute. I know how things work, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, you know, you pay quite a lot of money. You would expect the service to be a bit more, like, a little bit more organized, because, you know, of course, I could have just went much more low budget, like got in a Vietnam style boat and just gone directly to Halong City ourselves. But because, you know, we're traveling with someone older, we wanted to make sure everything was like a little bit more coordinated. And, you know, they kind of like started the whole thing off on a negative foot. So, you know, will I come away liking this company? I think I may, but, you know, because of such a ridiculous first day, you know, and maybe it would be better in the off season too, guys, because we are here during the high season. So, I mean, that plays a role. Yeah, low tide.
Yes.
You see the tide line? So that lady, or I think a guy or lady, is looking for mussels or clams. Yeah. You can see the tide line. It must be kind of a low tide at the moment. Yeah. These are all limestone. Yeah, look, there's a little secret beach right there. Boom. There's a few along the, but they are rocky. I mean, you'd have to take a boat, and I don't even know if it's rocky enough, like if it's okay to take a boat. But look, you see rocks underwater too. Some of these are definitely just not inhabited. Maybe people just come out here to harvest, like seafood and stuff. But there are some that are inhabited, like Cat Ba has a city on it. Cat Ba is a pretty decent sized island. It's the biggest island in this bay system. Well, within Vietnam territorial water. So one thing a lot of the fun in the sun seeking tourists may not know is that we are in the South China Sea, and you hear a lot about Taiwan in the West and China, and that China's going to invade Taiwan, but what you don't hear so much about is the Parcel Islands and the fact that Vietnam and China have militarized the hell out of these islands. Not these islands right here, but like islands in this body of water, and they have very, very, very heavy artillery pointed at each other. So like something could kick off very easily here as well. So when you are living in Southeast Asia, for those of you who are looking to be expats, you should try to keep your pulse a little bit to the politics and just be a little bit aware of what's going on. There are territorial disputes between Vietnam, China, Philippines, over the islands here in the South China Sea. So you do have to be very aware of this, right? Because if something were to kick off, you're going to have a plan. Where should you stay? How do you get to the consulate? Or do you have a way of getting out of the country? This type of stuff is worth just keeping in mind. And I'm not a doom and gloom guy. I'm not telling you it's going to happen. I hope World War III doesn't happen. I hope Trump can cool things down with the Ukraine. And at some point, like, maybe we can economically fight with China. We don't have to have like a full-on confrontation. Like, obviously I want peace like everybody else, but you are in a contentious part of the world, and you need to be aware of that. So that is one thing that I think, if you're coming from places that are geographically isolated, like New Zealand, the United States to some extent, Canada, these places, it's important to remember that these places in Southeast Asia are much more interconnected. There's a lot more history of drama. So, you don't have to be paranoid, but you should keep your pulse to what's going on. And like I said, the South China Sea is a heavily militarized place. And to the Vietnamese, they call it the East Sea. And the Filipinos call it the West Philippine Sea, right? And there's a lot of dispute over what water belongs to who. And it really only takes something to happen, and it kicks off, and you should have a strategy and a plan in place just in case. Now, like I said, I don't want to worry people, but I am a pragmatist, and as doing this business for a long time, you guys know, if you watch the channel, that we're very reality based. Like, this is not I'm a travel blogger. This is what's it like living here, what are the good, what are the bad, and people trust me because I like to tell it like it is. So I'm telling you now, you don't need to be super paranoid about the politics, but you do need to just keep yourself a little bit aware and have a plan in case something does happen. The consulates will usually help you as long as you're from a relatively strong country, so it's not bad to, the registration with the consulate, unless you have a reason you don't want to do that. I mean, for the most part, I think it's not a terrible idea. And just have a strategy in place. Like when the pandemic got crazy in Saigon and it started becoming a little bit China style with the lockdowns, we boogied, and our plan was to bounce to Albania, and that was the place we were going to stay to wait it out. So it's not bad for you guys to have an idea what your exit strategy would be, because the world's unpredictable. So if they would have just done this in the first place, I would have been a lot less disgruntled yesterday. This is the way to start a tour. This is what we should have been doing. This is what I want to do for basically the whole time, is let's just cruise around and look at how amazing everything is. I go back to jiu-jitsu next week. I don't need to go do too much adventures right now. It would be different if I was able to sleep for the last 3-4 days. But it's been a little bit hectic, especially flying early, getting up here to the north, and then running around like this. So Yeah, I just wish they would have started out doing this in the first place. It would have been a lot better. Okay, so they've dropped us on some island.
The Mekong Cave, M-E-C-U-N-G, would translate to English, it means maze. The simple thing why the local people, their name is maze, is because when they get entering the cave, they're so beautiful, start of time, they start of life. A lot of nooks and crannies, that's the simple thing why the people, their name is maze. So we're gonna get climbing up 63 steps, and then we're staying here. I'm gonna give you some information. And then inside the cave with some low entrance near railway. Some part you have to do like this, but it's not all the cave, just some. The entrance is only and the way to go out only. Yeah, so it's made slippery. Everyone might just step. We are not Russian vacation, right? So go slowly.
All right, yeah, this is definitely better. Way less sketchy.
So I would love to let you to look at a snail shell like this and make a guess. What do you think this cat snail living in the fresh water or the sea water? You know, that's in Halong here we have a lot of different caves, but not all the caves allow the customer go to visit, just some of it only. So it's like most of the caves were found by French people during occupation time in Vietnam, and some of it were found.
So they're still bringing tour groups through here, but like a lot less than yesterday. Like this is a lot less crowded. I was able to like sneak away from them a bit and like just have a look around. Wow, this place is something. Look at this. Wow. This is incredible. See, this is better than yesterday. It would have been impossible to get away from those crowds yesterday. Wow, that's cool. That's pretty amazing. This is just like a cave on the island, and the people who live here, they've been living here since 10,000 BC, eating snails. That's how they survived on this little rock. And we're gonna see some of that today. It's an amazing story though. I was reading the little facts, and between 10,000 and 7,000 BC, they found food samples that are still left over of people who were eating snails, and they like to cut the top off the shell and just like Vietnam style, you know? And this is like how their whole civilization developed. So this is completely fascinating. And look, I guess that's the way out. I see it. You run away from the group, but you have a little bit of space up here. You can kind of chill by yourself. That wouldn't have been possible yesterday. So this is a much more enjoyable experience today. I'm seeing more of the positive side now of Athena Cruise. Like the first day was mangled, but today it's a bit better. It's more chill. Definitely more my speed. Look at this exit. This is crazy. I'm like having to crawl through here. Wow. I'm like crawling for this. And that's the exit. All right, that was interesting.
That's so big.
So this is a pearl farm here. You can see they're just farming the oysters, and we've got all different sized ones. This is just here on the island. It's pretty spectacular. So on the way, on the first day of this trip, we were on the bus, and they dropped us one of these high pressure sales places where they're trying to sell you pearls, but this is like where the pearls are coming from.
The first one here, the aqua pearl oyster. There's the baby.
The babies. Oh.
This is bigger one. The 1.5 year.
Oh,
Look at the inside there. You see that?
Wow.
Some of them they die, they open.
Right.
Yeah. Not every oyster survive after operation.
Right.
And the aqua pearl, it takes 3 years to 4 years to get a pearl.
Oh, it takes 3 or 4 years? Okay.
And how old is the big one?
And this bigger one, the black one.
Black
The black
pearl.
pearl oyster.
Oh, different species.
Yeah, different fish.
3 or 4 years
Yeah.
to get the pearl,
Yeah.
but a lot of them are caught and people eat them. So, but if it stays in the
Oh, that's kind of crazy. That's interesting. Look, this is the place. Wow, look at the size of this fish. So these are cobia. They look like a shark, but they're not. Oh. I've seen cobia here in Vietnam. They eat it. It's like popular, very popular. Yeah.
Wood meat and a lot of meat.
Right. Got caviar swimming around over here. That's an expensive little pool here. How often do you harvest the caviar?
Career?
Yeah, how many times per year?
About
Dami
two
Kai.
times.
Hai Kai.
Highland.
Oh, Highland. Ah, don't know.
About 6 months you can eat.
Oh wow, okay.
You can grow a new one. It's only the smallest size.
Yeah, một chút, real small.
Tuần này thôi. To bằng tuần này.
Chào boy Sang. Làm việc. Là
Làm
job.
việc cho anh.
Yeah, xin chào chị gái. Chào.
Chào em trai.
Oh. Wow.
This is all the baby.
Chào viên Việt Nam. Chào viên trai tiếng Anh.
These are the baby? Oh, look at the pearl.
Baby, no pearl yet.
Oh, not just baby.
This is baby.
This for eating?
No,
No.
for the pearl.
Oh, this is
But
for
after take your pearl,
right.
eat the oyster.
Oh, that makes sense.
And they live all in the
Many black ball floating here. Do the black ball floating. And you hang a long line by it.
Where do you hold them while you're waiting?
So this is these women's job here. It's just to sift through the oysters and try to find any pearls, and then after they finish with the pearls, they eat the oysters and sell the oysters. And this is where a lot of the production is happening here in the bay. You guys can see here. So yeah, this has been interesting. This is a fascinating trip. Wow.
With oyster. And I got one part here. And one part here. You can see here. This and this.
Oh, I see.
Cut here and cut here. And this part is named membrane. Yeah. And after we take out oyster dash.
Okay.
But this is a living membrane.
Oh.
Living tissue. And one part like this, we cut divided about 12 small pieces. Two part, we cut totally 24 small pieces.
Okay.
And I put the red liquid. This antibacterial liquid.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This cleaning and keep it fresh. After finish first step, we move to second step. Second step, we put this circle inside the oyster with the membrane together. And this circle look like plastic, but not plastic and not pearl. It's mother pearl, made from oyster shell.
That is.
We can make it round and polishing.
That's mother pearl?
Make the circle like this. Yeah. And now you can stand behind. You can see here. Here's the oyster about 18 months old. The big enough size for implant. Không còn ngon ở đây dạy tiếng Anh cho em nhá.
Tin An, yeah, sure. Dep Tot.
Đẹp.
Dep. Beautiful
Eat
place.
oyster meat every day.
Oh, yeah, true. High protein.
Oyster
Yeah.
meat. I
Drink
love
with a
oyster.
halong beer.
I,
Uống bia hàng ngày.
I'll have how long beer
1,
later.
2, 3 vô.
1, 2, 3, yo.
Oh.
Where the pearl?
Oh, I see.
Maybe or maybe not.
Maybe inside, I think. You have to cut it open.
Only 30% make pearl.
Ah,
70% not accepted, spit it out. Just 30% make pearl. Halong
okay.
beer.
Just pulled a pearl out of here. That's amazing.
That is amazing. That's beautiful.
He wants me to come and teach English. He wants me to live out here in Toi Ding Hoc Tin An. Yeah. Teach English in the island here. So if anybody needs a job out on the island, he'll pay you in pearls and in Saigon beer. Oh no, Halong beer. Halong beer. Halong beer. So this is where we are.
We don't know which color for now.
This is Halong City.
When we put together membrane, we will stimulate. How about many per layer rocket show? So they start.
So they have the pearls. This is the finished product.
Yeah.
This is all set in jewelry now. But that's the whole process. That's crazy. Some of these cost more than my rent, guys. So, for example, this is almost $1,000. This is Haimi Hai Cheo Bacham Baimilam Nyan, or up here Nien. So that's almost $1,000 right there. My rent is only like $400 a month in Vung Tau, Vietnam, you know.
Oh, I like this one here.
Wow, that's cool. Multicolor, I like that. That's dope. Pearl earrings. All right, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And this is not a high pressure one, you know. They're just chilling. They give us some information on what they're doing. Like, that's a pretty good experience.
All right, guys, so we're doing a little kayaking. It's a beautiful day. This is our scenery. And Renata, what do you think so far of this cruise?
Yeah, so far today, day 2 is fabulous. We are out here in Halong Bay on a kayak, just floating away and looking at the beautiful scenery and the emerald green water. This is like really solitude and peaceful serenity here. We also went and learned how pearls are made in the oysters, and you know, so far so fabulous day, very relaxing.
All right, well, let's continue.
The side will be fine.
Oh, can you go down the ladder?
No. There you go. See, not bad.
Not too bad.
Is it super cold?
No, it's not bad.
How do you get?
It's cool.
Woo, it's freezing.
It's
Swing your
cool.
legs over.
Yeah, it's freezing. That's what I thought.
Take your breath away, Cole.
Yeah.
We can't go down that ladder?
You can.
Yeah, you can.
I hope that's how I plan on getting out anyway.
Oh!
You just put a
cold.
foot up and jump.
Yeah.
I saw it at the island yesterday and it was cold.
I thought standing is easier.
And it's not too much.
Standing
hand
here?
here.
All right, all right.
Like several cups of coffee at once.
Yeah, it was cold.
3, 2.
I gotta go that way.
3, 2, 1, go! Woo! You did it! Cold or salty? Sound like salty.
Salty.
Yeah.
Salty and cold.
Oh, yeah.
Salty and cold.
There's one.
Stay under like this and you'll start getting warmer.
Oh, you're getting numb.
Well, yeah, feels less cold anyway.
Yeah, it does, actually.
You're gonna warm up.
I feel more refreshing.
All right, so this is much more my speed today, and my feelings towards Athena Cruise is better, and it's largely due to the staff. The staff are cool. They've been teaching me Vietnamese. We've been chilling, and everybody's been very hospitable. Food is good. So overall, I can say a lot of nice things about this service. It's just the logistics and, you know, the crowds. Those are the two things that I don't like and the rushing, you know. Like, so the first day was pretty much like 3 out of 10, and then today has been almost like a 10 out of 10. It's been a great day. So the first day was a bit awful. Today's a bit better. So I would still say like Athena needs to improve, but it doesn't mean that it's like necessarily a bad service, because the first day I was really under the under the impression that this is like a horrible service, and like they're like, you know, calling themselves 4-star, but it's like totally dysfunctional. Like, it's Vietnam style, you know, but like at the price tag it really shouldn't be. And today I do see some more value, and I think it's not a horrible cruise. Like, you could definitely do worse than this, I'm sure. There's a lot more Viet style ones. This is still fairly Western style. It's not that cheap, and there are some things logistically that I think really would need to improve for me to like co-sign this, but I can at least say for the staff's part, they're great. really are good people. Even like the wait staff, even like the, you know, the lowest level people, the guys driving the boats, the guys jumping on and off the boats, everybody's been like beyond hospitable. So I guess I would say like what saves this brand is its workers for sure. They're solid. Like a fishbowl, yeah, fishbowl. Like a fish meatball. But it's probably a higher quality fishbowl. It's not like, it's like a step above street food.
Delicious.
Yeah? Thumbs up, Misha? Let's get down.
That's mine. Yeah, this is yours, I think. I just moved it because we put it in. Oh, thank you.
Enjoy it.
Oh.
He was in Toledo. All right, so we got some squid, fried squid. You know that's gonna be good. All right, so food on this thing has been pretty legit.
Many years ago, visited
Shout out
Madrid
to
and
the nice
Mallorca.
people from Missouri.
Mallorca, yeah.
Can I just leave this
St.
for
Louis.
plans for everyone?
Oh man, these are the clams.
Wow,
Looks so good.
Make a video. Gotta go back to the gym when we get back to hometown for a while, and
You, for the most part, don't eat.
yeah, I
I mean,
rarely
this is like rare for us.
So this tour group called Athena, they turned out to be kind of okay. The service on the boat is fantastic. The food is crazy good. And obviously, guys, the environment is amazing. But here's my honest critiques. The pickup logistics thing, if you can book with these guys and just get yourself to the port, is going to be better. If you deal with that pickup service, expect to be in the back of a comfortable like limo bus, but like, you know, like pretty much a limo bus, and then expect to be like, you know, dragged to this kind of like high pressure sales maze of pearl sales. And it's a pearl farm kind of, but it's not like chill like the one you guys saw today. Like it's more of a high pressure, you know, a lot of Chinese tour buses getting dropped off kind of place. And it's like a maze. It takes quite a long time to get through it actually, so that was unpleasant. And it's just, you know, you got to get up very early, and then you're in the back of this limo, and the guy still was late, like, and it took like 4 hours to get there when it should have taken 3. And so by the time you get there, you could be tired, dehydrated if you don't have provisions. Like, it can be pretty unpleasant. And then the first day was just this crazy mad dash to do activities when really I just wanted to sit the fuck down. But what they're doing is they have like people who do one day stuff, and that's very rushed. The second day, this is better. This is much better. This is a really big difference compared to the first day. So just bear that in mind. And I would say from a logistics standpoint, you probably would want to get yourself over here anyway. The limo bus thing can really sour your day. Like it really soured me. I was like, I hate this company when I first got onto this boat, and then they were rushing us, and the first meal was like really fried, but the food's only just gotten better and better and better from the beginning of the trip, and the experience has gotten better now that there's much less people, and we've become a little friendly now with some of the people on the boat, and they're, you know, it's interesting. It's not a bad situation, guys. And if you do want to do this, Athena is a good option, but I will say it's very expensive for the amount of bullshit that I put up with yesterday. So that is something to consider. But it's also the time of year. That's another thing. There are times of the year where I'm sure you can get these things for much, much cheaper. And there's a lot of different services out there. So you might want to shop around, read reviews. This is just one person's experience doing the Athena tour group. And they're called Athena Explorer Cruises. And I would say more or less it's a thumbs up. But again, the first day was pretty bad. Today is really kind of the saving grace, because this is much more what I was looking for, just this relaxed kind of environment. I just wanted to take in the nature and chill. You know, I'm in Ho Chi Minh a lot. I was in Bangkok recently a lot. So I'm very busy, guys. I'm always in these big mega cities, and I'm really not interested in rushing around. Like, I want to be somewhere where I can chill. So today for me, it's like completely flipped my opinion on this cruise and this experience. It's much better now. So I want you guys to definitely think that you know, whatever it is you decide to do when it comes to choosing these things, do the 2-day for sure, because that 1-day thing, if that was my only experience, I would have come away and I would have been so mad. I would have been like, this is such a waste of time and money. But now that I've had this second day, it's just a completely different opinion. So yeah, bear that in mind. You want to do at least the 2-night, and yeah, it's a good experience. I mean, look at this. You can't make this up, guys. This is incredible. You see, we're just driving forward. We're going somewhere now, so I don't even know where the hell we're going. So we got some of the smaller boats out there. Our trusty captain over here keeping us alive. And yes, I met some nice people. It's very interesting meeting all these people who it's their first time in Vietnam. So for me, it's a trip because they're excited about it, and you know, I'm a little jaded. I'm not jaded, but I love it. But like, I am like more aware of it, whereas I still see the twinkle in their eyes, and like I like that. That's a cool part of traveling. I want that for everybody. I try to keep that alive in myself. That's why I go to places like India, just to kind of remind myself of why I originally started doing this. And you can forget that in these big Southeast Asian mega cities. It's a different, but the original energy that drew me to this was that Chiang Mai back like 11, 12 years ago, doing Muay Thai and meeting friends from all around the world. And that's what kind of changed my philosophy towards life and, you know, opened up my way of thinking and changed how I wanted to live and what I wanted from my life. And yeah, like that's one cool thing about this job is, yeah, I'm here to make money, guys. This is a business. I support my family, but I also do get to help people too, and that's really cool. I get to help people change their life and take them outside of like their comfort zone, but you know, to make sure they're still looked after. So it's been a great experience. So if you're thinking about moving to Southeast Asia and you want to work with somebody who can help you land on your feet while you're in a new country, you know, reach us. We do hourly consulting. Anything we do hourly, we apply to larger services. So yeah, if you're thinking about coming to this part of the world and you want somebody who's not going to lie to you, you know, listen, I'm not the most politically correct guy. I'm not like really high society or anything, but you know, I'm a straight shooter, and I've been here a pretty long time. I've been in the region over a decade, so you know, we've set up a lot of relationships, friendships over that time, and it's been good. And Misha and I are just a small family business, so if you guys are thinking about coming out here, whether it be to Vietnam or other parts of the region, just let us know. And on the website we have some, you know, the countries that we have network in, and there are more than just on there, but you know, you guys could always just ask me if it's not something that I specifically deal with. I probably do know somebody who does. So yeah, this is what the day's been like. I guess today will be our last day on the boat, and then tomorrow we're gonna be getting off the boat and heading, well, last night on the boat today, and then tomorrow we'll be heading back to Hanoi City. So Aunt Renata's gonna be in town for a bit, and then we're gonna show around in the city we're actually living in. It's called Vung Tau. It's in the south of Vietnam, near to Saigon. So yeah, Aunt Renata will have a chance to check out our condo and see why we live out here and like, what our standard of living looks like.
Okay guys, so we're getting ready for the afternoon tea. This is the platter here. Not really sure what everything is, but it looks good. And here's the tea.
Will you tell us what everything is?
No, I would love to let you to try everything, and we make a guess. Yeah, guess first, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly.
Fresh water
Okay,
or
sounds
seawater,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
Seawater snails?
Same, but
snail.
different. That's tea. Teas all together. Yeah. So tea could be it's like we just serve for the king, queen, or noble class people. But after that, it had changed. Like doesn't matter that you are rich people, poor people, on the normal day or the special day. Tea is always taken to people like in the daily life of the people. My grandparents would be they wake up quite early in the morning just to make a pot of tea to enjoy it. Like around 4 a.m. in the morning. We don't have the electric kettle. So they cook by the fire. How can you call that? The
Kettle, like fire, like the fire you make
Fire kettle.
wood fire, and
Yeah,
you put
good
kettle,
fire.
like,
Yeah.
like wood
Yeah.
fire, and
Yeah.
then you put kettle,
Yeah.
right?
Right. So we just call wooden fire. Boil water with wooden fire. Yeah. Something like that. So let's take a longer time to cook and to prepare tea. So and then they take seat to enjoy the tea. They said like tea is good or not. It depends who are you sitting with, how the way you enjoy it, how the town that enjoy it, you're on rush bit or not. They just like slowly sit down, sip the tea and enjoy and talking about life and story around, talking about the tea too, where the tea come from, what like branch or something like that. Yeah, so it's like I don't think nowadays with our generation we know the way how to enjoy it. We just like just come to order it, put the ice on it, like 5 minutes after, finished, done. Yeah, or we enjoy more with the something is not really healthy as the older generation they enjoy it. So will be for the tea today we serve for you. Can you get the tea flavor first?
Jasmine?
Jasmine?
I think it's fruity.
Passion fruit?
Chasen.
Chasen? Nope.
Passion fruit? No.
Nope. Lotus?
That's what I said.
No, that is chasen, yeah.
Is it dodo?
Đu đủ anh? Không. No.
What is it?
She can't tell us yet.
Dừa.
You?
Dừa, that's dừa. No, that's dừa. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, Zua. We're in the north. Minbak, I'm sorry. This is Zua?
Oh, let's go China. Yeah, but it's not Vietnam. Green tea? Green tea.
I think it's papaya.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, for the first step you'll say that it's green tea.
Yeah, coconut.
Yeah.
Trasang.
So, chasang.
That's really
so
good.
actually,
And
like we
it's
have
got
two
sugar.
ways to enjoy it. Fresh green tea leaf today that we serve you, and the dry green tea. At home, our grandparents they take more dry green tea. The taste is much stronger and bitter. So bitter things go good with the sweet thing. That's the reason they enjoy it together. Yeah.
So they brought over a bunch of snacks for us. It's like, this looks pretty good. It's like prawn and
Now it's about like almost 5:40, and this will be gone before 6 or a little after 6. So it's very, very quick, the sunset in Vietnam, because we're very close to the equator.
All right, so the Athena kind of won my heart a little bit today. It was definitely a much better experience today than yesterday. Moral of the story, you should probably organize your own ground transport to get over to the marina where the boats leave from. So what I would suggest is if you're going to book one of these cruises, contact the cruise, find out what time you need to be there, and just get there yourself, because using the ground transport was pretty close to souring the whole experience. And it would have been a lot better if we just got over there ourselves to the marina. So yeah, that's a good takeaway. Are there better cruises than Athena? Yeah, I mean, there probably is. But they were, pretty good. The food was fantastic, and really the staff saved the day. So if anybody from the Athena team is watching this, like, I would have probably hated this place if it wasn't for the staff after the first day. The first day was a joke, and now it's a lot better. So, thanks to them, really. And we left them a good tip, and in the future, hopefully they'll figure out the getting the foreigner from Hanoi to Ha Long thing. Maybe ditch the Pearl Farm. Trust me on that one. But yeah, it was a really amazing day, and Ha Long is incredible. Today was much more my speed. So if you guys are thinking of moving to Southeast Asia, whether it be to teach English, invest, or just live here long term, reach out to us on the Facebook fan page or any of the contact information in the description of the videos. We do expat consulting, we do hourly consulting as well, and anything we do together hourly, I'm happy to apply to larger services. We've helped countless people start their lives over in this part of the world. So if you're afraid of taking the next step and diving into something new, taking on a challenge, let us make it easy for you. Reborn abroad. All right, so this is the Ha Long memory. You have enough of these, you're not going to have too much memory left. Oh, hell yeah, that's crazy strong.
So it depends on the way you tone.
Hollow memory.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Pretty good. Last night on the boat. Once again, like I said earlier in the video, staff really made this place. Hey, xin chào chị gái. Soup. Cam mèo. And some banh mi.
Thank
So this is like a clam soup with like kind of like looks like a Western kind of cream sauce. Yeah, this place is definitely more geared towards Westerners. Staff and food 100% make this place. Second day, 10 out of 10. First day, like 3 out of 10. So it's an emotional, it's been an emotional journey. So this is the Caesar salad with chanzai sauce. Basically passion fruit sauce. But otherwise it's a Caesar, like Parmesan. This, the food has only gotten better and better since we got on this boat.
I mean, I had a laugh this morning when they put on the light breakfast. And it was like 4 different courses they served us.
We catch
They just caught it.
Halong Bay on midnight yesterday.
They caught it last night at midnight. Wow. Come on in. Is this butter sauce?
I think so.
Ooh.
I'll try it.
Squid with
I might
butter.
end up giving it to you.
Mmm.
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I can eat this.
It's butter, and what do you call it? Yeah, passion fruit.
Beautiful lime, so I'm just going to squeeze that on top, guys. And maybe on the salad too. And let's see, how is the squid? This is fresh caught squid from last night. So here we go.
Right out of Hollow
Dip it
Bay.
in here, I guess. It smells amazing.
I could eat the part that's not big.
Oh my god, so fresh. Phenomenal.
Dom chin. So this is fried shrimp, and it looks like some veg and some potatoes. Is it good? Thumbs up. All right, so this is some kind of a saffron jelly thing.
Coconut jelly saffron.
So it's like a coconut milk, maybe like a lightly sweet, with saffron and jelly in here. Vietnamese be liking the jelly.
Oh, they're so good.
But yeah,
Make
so it's
sure
like
that you show you send
a
me
tapioca.
the,
Absolutely. You guys send me the photos though.
I've been sending you the.
From yesterday?
I sent.
The dinner was good. Food on this whole trip was pretty good. To be honest, the food and the staff sort of saved this for me.
Yeah, Renata.
Oh my god, everything delicious. They really are very creative, the chefs, and they bring out very interesting foods, very flavorful, with various interesting spices. I think my favorite tonight was the salad that had strawberries in it and passion fruit dressing, and it was just so flavorful and refreshing. And then the fried shrimp was very lightly fried. It wasn't greasy. And it was served with these really delicious mashed potatoes and mushrooms, interesting mushrooms. I think that between the staff and the food, and today it was like amazing kayaking and swimming in Holland, Long Bay. I have just a great experience here in Holland Bay.
So, if I had to give this experience over the last couple days a rating out of 5 stars, I'm going to give you some of the pros, the cons, and what that rating would be. So, pros, the staff. They're very hospitable. They're a good level of English. Really nice. I found everyone to be very genuine. I speak decent Vietnamese, not
fluent, but like, you know, I can get around. And I just got treated so warmly because I spoke Vietnamese. It was just fun. They were helping me with my Vietnamese, and it was just a good vibe. And the food was also exceptional. So the first meal we had was kind of average. I was like, what's this gonna be like? And then the food just got better and got better and got better, and it was really, really good. And they did lots of nice little extra things, like, you know, if you wanted to make spring rolls and stuff, and there was
Cooking class to make fresh spring rolls.
Which is not, I didn't care about that, but I did want to make some fresh spring rolls so I could eat them, because I've done that before.
They're delicious.
They were good. So that type of thing was a positive. Probably the biggest negative was the driver. You know, we were supposed to be on the bus for 3 hours. It took
at the
4
beginning,
hours.
right?
Yeah, he dropped us off in like a high pressure sales, like Pearl Farm tourist trap, something for like where they would dump the Chinese. Basically, it's like a maze of you have to get through to get out of the building, and it's just all like trying to sell you stuff. And then he left us there for like a really long time, and like Athena Cruises is like subcontracting their transport to like other boats, so they have other tourists who are going to different boats, and they're late, and like
We went to 2 different piers.
and it's an expensive service. Like, this is not a cheap service, guys. Like, so for there to be this much bullshit, like, we ended up dehydrated, uncomfortable. Like, I look like clown lips right now because I'm dehydrated from the bus rides, and like it's just been
Not being able to drink water. There's no toilets on the bus, guys.
There's no toilets, so you can only, you know, and sometimes they don't want to stop. And again, this is supposed to be a VIP experience, so I would say it was lacking a lot. And then I would also say that, you know, when we first got there, everything was very rushed. So what they do is they maximize the boat, so they kind of condense like 1-day travelers with 2-day travelers.
Yeah.
And the 1-day travelers is more like a backpacker itinerary where you're just nonstop going from point A to point B. And the places they took us were just not like secluded tropical like remote places. They were like very crowded.
Too touristy.
There was like a hike, but it was really more of a line. It was over an hour wait in a line. And again, this is high season, but like if you are running like a VIP cruise, like I would feel like avoiding those kind of places would make you a little bit better, like a little bit different, taking people to slightly less known places. So that's like a suggestion for anybody who you know, might be in the industry watching. I was pretty pissed off. I got here, a super lack of sleep, because I had to get up at like 5 a.m. to get on the damn bus. And then the guy's a clown and doing the typical Vietnam shit where he's trying to get money by dumping the foreigners over in like
2 different piers, dropping the wrong foreigners at some pier.
At the Pearl Farm, I'm talking about. And like, there was just a lot of bullshit. And then when I got on the boat, the first meal was greasy and it wasn't that hot. And then,
fried.
Yeah, and then we were just rushed around, and they didn't tell us that it was going to be this craziness until we were already on the boat. So I was like, man, I could have just stayed on the main boat and chilled. So I didn't really want to go and deal with this. Like, I didn't realize when I went to the island that there was going to be like 1,000 people waiting in line to try to go up a thing. So
a
cave, right. So it just was not that good. And some of that's not really their fault, like, because it is high season, but I don't know. Like, I was in a pretty
They could have planned it better, you know? They could have picked something a little bit more relaxing for our first day, especially if we're here 2 nights, you know?
And I was pretty soured on it because it was such a, like, high-stress experience the first day, and I'm like, this is stupid for how much money we're paying, you know? And I feel like if it's supposed to be a VIP service, there should be like a really minimal amount of bullshit. Now, I know 4 stars in Vietnam is not going to be the same as 4 stars in Western countries. Like, most likely where you come from, you'll have to adjust your standards a little bit. But again, this is not that cheap. Like, you know, you're on a boat, and not only are you paying a lot to be on this boat, you are paying out the ass for things like water, coffee, and they tell you it includes water, but it doesn't really include water. It includes like a little flask of water once a day, and then you have to buy water. So if like you want to stay hydrated, it can get expensive, and then you got to figure on top of that if you want to drink beer or have any coffee or anything, that's also marked up like at least 50 to 100% compared, or more than that even, depending on where you look for a coffee. But like, you know, it's very expensive, and you are being gouged constantly. The islands they take you to are gouging you.
Are expensive.
Like,
they don't even have a large size water on the islands. It's just 350 ml. And
Yeah.
it's 50,000.
And they can keep charging you, and so there's a lot of things that are kind of shitty, and it put me in a pretty bad mood. But the staff and the good food, and because today we got away from those
main boat.
Yeah, and they took us deep into the bay, and we got to see some real beauty. Like, so today was a bit different, but if they had just done this from the beginning, I would have said 5 stars. I would have even looked the other way for the bus, but
For the driver,
yeah, but once I got here, it was like more bullshit, and it wasn't really clear.
So overall, what's your opinion?
I would give them 3.5 stars out of 5, but I would also say that it would have probably even been worse if it wasn't for the food and the staff, because the landscape is beautiful no matter what boat you're on. So, you know, that's not something they have a monopoly on, but like the staff really kind of went above and beyond and made it a positive experience, and the food was exceptional. If you guys like this content and you want honest advice about what it's like living in Southeast Asia, working in Southeast Asia, doing business out here, feel free to reach out to us on the Facebook fan page. We do hourly consulting. We have relocation packages, employment packages. And if you don't want to pay, just subscribe, like, and share. And you can watch all our content on YouTube for free. We're also on Rumble if you want to check us out, because sometimes YouTube does censor a bit. And, you know, I'm not exactly the most politically correct dude. So, you know, we try to tell it like it is. And if you like that style and you feel like you have confidence in like what we do, we'd be happy to work with you. And if you guys like watching the videos, just take 2 seconds out of your day to subscribe. A lot of you watch the videos and you're not subscribed. It only takes 2 seconds, and we greatly appreciate it. And I just want to remind you all to stay in school, brush your teeth, and eat your vegetables, and that your big uncle loves you. And, you know, your life is short, so don't be afraid to take chances.
Brush your face and wash your teeth, son.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Brush your teeth.
Reborn abroad helped me retire in Vietnam.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Years later, we're still friends, so hit us up.
Reborn abroad, they're legit. They got me a job. I'm pretty happy.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Reborn abroad got me a job.
Brush your teeth.
Hey, what's up? I'm D from Canada. Hook up with the New York Nomad if you want a smooth ride into Vietnam or any Southeast Asian countries.
Hey, my name is Aaron. Get in contact with the New York Nomads. If you want to get into Vietnam, hit them up. They'll get you in securely and professionally.
Yo, this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm telling you right now, the New York Nomad got me a job. He's legit. Hit him up. Check him out.
New York Nomad set me up in Vietnam.
Yo, my man got me a job. Come to Vietnam.
Hey, what's up, guys? You thinking about coming to Vietnam? You're not sure where to start. You've heard a lot of things online. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not. We offer a consulting service where we help you get on your feet in Vietnam. We give you advice on negotiating contracts with employers. We help you with real estate agents, visa agents that are reliable and that you can trust. We help you get started in this amazing country and get on your feet. We help you get into different opportunities that might be more difficult for you if you were just landing in the country on your own. And we help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and problems that you could have as a newcomer here. We provide you with reliable job recruiters, visa agents, real estate agents, and advice. If you guys are thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up for a consultation. We'll help you get started, help you get on your feet, and hopefully you'll love Vietnam as much as we do. In today's world, you really got to watch out who's getting access to your data. If you're coming to these countries in Southeast Asia, you don't know what might be blocked, what might not be blocked. Having a VPN is just going to make your life a lot easier. We use Surfshark. There is a link in the description of every video for Surfshark. I am not making a ton of money off these people. I just use them personally. It's a decent service. And if you need a VPN to protect your data or to make it easier for you to access sites that you may not be able to access while you're spending time in a developing country, we recommend Surfshark. We've used others, but so far these guys have been pretty good. If you appreciate your big uncle's suggestion, go into the link of the video, take a second, click our link, and sign up with Surfshark. VPNs come in handy. And anyway, who wants everybody looking at their data?